That's what under the so-called white man. That's what they're pushing. Go ahead.
You want me to go in the whole thing?
Just the point.
Okay.
Whatever you want. Okay. Bring it up. Go ahead.
The article is called "Abortion Activist Caught on Camera, Possessed by Spooky Hail Satan Chant at Texas State Capitol." Now, what happened was you had this lady. I'm gonna give a little, introduction. And I'll just jump down. You had a lady. It doesn't have her name. The article is from naturalnews.com. You can just go on there, type in "Hail Satan," and the article will come up. So there was a lady who went to the Texas State Capitol to protest abortion. Now, she wasn't necessarily protesting abortion in the sense of no abortion at all, but they're protesting abortion after a certain period of time, and they're picking 20 weeks. Just some random number they came up with. Obviously, we know that abortion is "thou shalt not kill," and that's it, and that's that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read a little bit of the heading and I'll jump right down to your point. You may have heard that Texas is seeking to outlaw late-term abortions, the kind of abortions that kill a nearly full-grown baby who has eyes, ears, hands, a beating heart, and can experience pain. And that's what they're talking about up to that 20 weeks. The idea that such preborn human beings cannot be murdered at will infuriates pro-choice abortion activists, and the true inspiration for their desire to kill babies has finally emerged. Now the article goes on,
and also where it says about the UK church.
Okay, yeah.
Man.
The church. Okay, now which, like I said, she was giving her speech, and as he was giving her speech, these pro-abortion people were chanting "Hail Satan, Hail Satan" as she was giving the speech.
Yep.
The chanting of "Hail Satan" garnered the attention of the UK Church of Satan, which was offended by it.
So you got these so-called white people, these damn devils over here, have gone so far as to piss off the Church of Satan across the damn ocean.
Now, how the hell do you offend the Church of Satan? How do you pull that off? Tell me how you can pull.
Can I ask you a question?
Satan?
You believe in abortion?
I believe in women's rights to pull us down.
Do you believe that babies should be murdered? Well, then you don't believe in abortion.
I don't know. I just believe that it comes down.
So you do believe that babies can be murdered?
It's just a fine
Does it
line.
depend on the circumstances? Huh?
Yeah.
It depends on the circumstances. Okay, now, according to these circumstances, the topic is so broad. They said something to the effect of up until the baby is the age of 3.
Yeah.
We're going to read that.
I don't know what that means.
jumping the gun. We got it.
We about to read it. Just listen closer. We're about to read it.
3, 6 months, 8 months.
No. Read. Go ahead.
But killing babies just before they're born. I'm sorry, I was reading you want to finish the part about the Church of Satan?
Yeah, and then you can jump to it.
Okay, yeah. The chanting of "Hail Satan" garnered the attention of the UK Church of Satan, UK being United Kingdom, you know that, which was offended by it. The church actually tweeted, so what happened was, they were saying, "Hail Satan," and Satan actually got offended.
Yeah.
Now, just like when these celebrities get offended, what do? They go on Twitter and they send out a tweet.
Yeah.
Satan has a Twitter account and got on his phone and sent out a tweet. And I'll read you what he tweeted.
Yep.
He said the Church of Satan actually tweeted, "Unfortunate to see Satan's name used in such a diabolical manner."
Wow.
Now, what kind of sense does that make?
Satan is offended at something that's diabolical.
Satan got on Twitter and sent out a tweet saying, "No, I don't have nothing to do with that. I do some foul stuff, but that's too much. I don't get down like that."
Well, if I can say this, brother, think about somebody who's a Satanist. He's basically an atheist. They don't believe in any deity whatsoever. What they believe in is do whatever you want to, whatever you feel. Yeah, whatever you feel that's right, do it. Do it to the highest degree. Right?
Destruction to you and the rest of you and your people. So all you got up the street when you see when a so-called white man starts hearing about himself and his people, they got to get up the street.
No, I got more. I haven't even hit the
Yeah, that's
the main meat of the article.
Go ahead.
Oh, you want to bring that out? Or you want me to finish? But killing babies just before they're born isn't quite enough for these Satan worshipers. As has already been revealed, abortion activists want babies to be aborted even after they are born.
Sick, man.
Wicked. Now that don't make sense because when you we made you made the observation earlier. When you're on a mission and the mission has an objective, let's say you want to assassinate somebody. If you on route to complete that mission, say you got a sniper or something, you got him in your scope, you about to shoot him, and somebody phones in and says abort before the objective of that mission is completed, then you back up, you pack up, and you go on somewhere. That's how the mission is aborted.
That is the true definition of abort.
Yeah.
Now, if the baby's born, nothing has been aborted.
Yep.
That's just murder.
It's murder. Point blank. The pregnancy, the term of pregnancy is the mission leading up to the objective, which is the baby being born. Once the baby's born, there's no abortion. You just murder the baby.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
Like George
but now we got a new mission. Kill the baby.
They pushing that agenda, man.
Go ahead.
The practice is called post-birth abortion, or simply infanticide.
Yep. Killing infants.
And abortion activists want women to have the right to kill their children up to age 3.
That ain't even infanticide because by the time they're age 3, they're a toddler.
Yep.
So you can let this baby grow up to be 3. He or she's talking, pointing at stuff, laughing.
Right.
Yep, know the ABC. They feel emotion. They ain't just crying. They feel emotion. If something hurts or something makes them feel it, they cry. They hungry. They want some food. They taste bad. All that stuff. They're functioning and they understand. When they get to that point, these devils are giving the women the choice and the power to decide whether or not they want that child to live. And one more thing. Guess what? Planned Parenthood, if they decide to pass that or push that through, it's going to be spearheaded by Planned Parenthood. And guess where Planned Parenthood is? Right in the midst of all these people.
Yep.
And you know the nigga woman will abort a child quick.
So what they're saying is in fact, let's say you got a daughter or a son. You know what? You got a daughter and a son. Both of you got a nigga woman get down. She sleep with everybody. Right. So it's two babies in there. One is 1 year old and one is like 2.5 years old. And you in your room sleep, and you gotta go to work in the morning, but the babies are crying. What they're saying is she can in fact say, you know what, this is too hard. I'm finna abort those 2 babies that are in that room. Go in there, choke them to death, that's an abortion.
Right.
Or I don't like the baby's father, so I'm gonna kill this baby to spite him.
If I can say this, if you so against having a child, why don't you just not have sex, man? Why don't you show some self-control? You know what I'm saying? That's the best alternative that you can have. That's the best birth control. Close your goddamn legs, man.
Right.
We know that the people on this side, they gonna do that. So let's say your next best thing, if you don't want to take that a child, why don't you just give them up for adoption? At least do that. But they ain't gonna do that either.
And then the nigga woman, she'll threaten the kids.
Yeah.
You ain't
Man.
3 yet.
Yeah.
You better shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That type of shit.
Kid do not.
You know what I'm saying?
Kid, baby, like
But that's what I'm saying. But then when you got all these babies that's getting killed by all these sick motherfuckers out here, they go to jail.
Yeah.
So now when it come to killing babies, are you gonna start hiring people to do it? Who gonna do that job? Who gonna do the job? You know what I'm saying?
Let all them baby killers out of prison.
And the nigga women been doing that. They putting the babies in the ovens and putting them in microwaves. They drowning them. It was this one nigga woman. The baby was actually 4 years old. The baby peed in. Well, I ain't gonna say the baby, but it was a 4-year-old boy. He peed in the bed. She killed him. She didn't even wait on the white man.
Psalms 10 and 4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after God.
He ain't gonna seek the wicked. Who's the wicked so-called white man? And the scriptures told our people to be fruitful and multiply. Guess what? The wicked is against our people, so he's gonna be like, nah, if there's anything I can do to stop these people from procreating, I'm with it. That's why we read earlier, Exodus 1 and 8, how that Pharaoh who rose up, who knew not Joseph, he said, let us deal wisely with Israel because they're more mightier than us. So how they do it? So what's that? Population control.
Right.
So they want to keep the numbers of these people, and this is the new Egypt. So they want to keep the numbers of these people down. They're gonna do whatever it takes to keep you. If you procreate, you get it aborted. Give you birth control.
Just like Herod did, just like Pharaoh did, man. When the scriptures say there ain't nothing new under the sun, that's a true statement. It don't get no truer than that, man. They've been trying to kill off Jake forever, man. They ain't gonna stop, that's what I'm saying. And until the Most High send his son back, they gonna be trying to kill us, man. And that's just the way it is. And the sooner you figure that out, the better off you're gonna be. But the people that need to know that, gonna know it. So everybody else, whatever, you put your son in the oven, do whatever you gotta do, man. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna have to pay for that. You're gonna have to pay for that, just like your daddy, the white man.
Your mother was a black woman. Go ahead. Finish this one? Yeah. I'm gonna start at the top. Psalms 10 and 4. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after God. God is not at all in his thoughts.
Not at all. That's why every piece, all of his ideas and his legislation, everything that's pushed out is complete anti-Most High.
Right.
Which makes him an antichrist.
Right.
So the whole.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No.
Ask that brother to read that scripture again.
Go ahead.
Psalms 10 and 4. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after God.
Hey, you know who else that's talking about? Nick. Yeah. Hey, man, you know what? These brothers, I'm sorry, man. These brothers out here talking about the white man. Which, you know what, man, we ain't forget about the so-called white man. The white man's a goddamn devil. We know that. We know the white man's a devil. The white man was set up to be the devil. He was set up to be the goddamn devil, which he is. The so-called white man, Esau, the Edomites, they're faggots, they're devils. But Nate, you ain't too far from the white man, man. You know what I'm saying?
If I could say this, if you get into that 501c3, you are now incorporated with the white man.
That's right. What the House of Satan?
Exactly.
The church that got
Same
offended?
way you got offended with abortion. And we read.
Well, look, man, look, hold on. It goes further than that. This guy, Nate, is the devil. And I'm going to call you the devil, Nate. And yeah, I'm out in Dallas doing it. I know you like, this nigga in the car, what the fuck he doing out there?
That's right.
Yeah, nigga, I'm out here calling you the devil.
That's right.
Right? Just like you got that nigga. And you know what, man? I've been out here for a few days already. Yeah, I'm here, Nate. I'm here, Shaka. Right? We've been out here. Lord willing, man, one of these days, we get one of these brothers, we're going to drive around and try to find your camp, man.
That's right.
Yeah, well, tomorrow we might be able to see
Well,
him.
you know what? What day they go out speaking?
Tomorrow.
You know what?
Because we gonna go do the.
That's right, man. We got some business. We got business. Shotgun, I want to find you. I'm out here, you motherfucker. I'm out here now. I've been waiting for a fucking year. And that's right, I'm cussing. I'm gonna cuss. But not too much. But anyways, I'm gonna come looking for you, man. And like I said the other night, I'm not carnally, spiritually. Because you know, man, you're just an a-hole, man. Shotgun. You're just an asshole. You're just a reprobate. Just like all the rest of these people out here, man. We're gonna come looking for you, man. I want to debate with you, and I want you to teach me. I want you to teach me, man. Would you admit it to these brothers? Hey, come here, brother. Would you admit it to this brother and that brother? These brothers right here, you admitted to this brother that who was your elders?
Yep.
The brothers stood there on the video talking to your ass. Yeah, hold on, man. With them demons on your ass. I acknowledge my elders. Taha, Gabar, Rakah, Aram. You said fucking names, man.
You mentioned the name. Yep.
And you acknowledge that we the guys that taught you, right?
But then he called himself a hypocrite.
But then you called yourself a hypocrite. What do the Bible say? It says, meddle not with them that subject to change. So, well, get it. You was with you, so you was under us. You learned under us, but now you with Nate and you teaching something else. You an asshole, man. And the brother was trying to deal with you. Ariella and Amashaba, Yashua, they were trying to deal with your ass, and you was just dancing around the whole thing like Danny Terrio, man. You know what I'm saying? You was dancing around the questions. You was dancing around. Now, I'm sorry, man. The whole spirit didn't switch, man. These brothers talking about Esau, and I just talked about Nate. But you know what? In actuality, Nate and Esau coincide. Why? Because Nate, you sold out to Esau. We know the white man gonna get it. Give me that, man. And matter of fact, somebody hold that up and get that motherfucker. Hold on, put him down, get that. Somebody else hold that, hold this up. You sold out to Esau, man.
Yep.
You sold out to Esau, man. You work for Esau. Esau's the devil, he gonna get it, but you gonna get it too, Nate. But the only difference is the white man is done, he's finished.
Right.
He's going into slavery.
Right.
Him and his old lady for 1,000 years. And you, Nate, you gonna come back in the kingdom.
Going in a different type of slavery.
Yeah, she going in a different type of slavery. No, I'm gonna say it. Put the camera on her. I'm gonna say it, man. Look at that, man. He's going into slavery in the cotton fields. She going into slavery in my room, man.
It's gonna be a house wigger.
You goddamn right. That's a fun little Edomite. But let me stop with that. They together, so I don't want to lust and shit. But, you know, hey, man, I acknowledge it. And the time, you know, man, you white women, man, but you know what? I'm thinking about it, though. We're just going to have to delegate shit in the kingdom of heaven because ain't going to be no ugly Edom. They all going to come out looking good, but we're going to say, okay, you going to, because they're going to have to deal with Esau to keep that line going because we got to keep reproducing Edomites. We're going to have breeding farms, like Elder Tahar say, man.
They were like the Paula Deans of the world, the Joan Rivers of the world. Those are gonna be the wenches that sleep with Esau.
Yeah.
You leave them to Esau.
Generinos.
You know?
Mary Tyler Moore gonna be in my bed chamber.
Yeah.
When she was young, that bitch looked good. Mary Tyler, y'all know who Mary Tyler? I know you cats are kind of young. I know, you remember Mary Tyler Moore? Mary Tyler Moore.
I know you too, yeah.
She did a movie with Elvis. Now you know she was bad because Elvis had her in the movie when she was young. Which Elvis is a nigga anyway.
Yeah.
Whether y'all wanna hear that shit or not, we gonna curse out everybody, man. And then you niggas that's talking about the Native Americans and not the Israelites,
Calling you a book and all this.
calling us gooks and all that shit. But that's cool, man. Y'all can continue to do that. You guys are reprobates, man. The Lord ain't dealing with you, man. All right, well, what was that scripture we was holding? You got it, bro.
Proverbs 24, verse 21. My son, fear thou the Lord and the king, and meddle not with them that are given to change.
Yeah, well, Nate, you sold out. You was teaching the white man was a devil years ago. Now, well, you said brothers can eat pork. Now they can't eat. No, you can't eat pork. You got to keep the law. Now, yo, man, Nate, this shit is like a juggling act, man. Yeah, you the precept, man.
First Timothy 4.
Hold on, man. He said, you look, the scriptures and this, that, and the other. Now he's saying, look, man, it's beyond faith. Y'all keep following Nate. Each week his doctrine is going to change, man. Each week. Next week he's going to say, we don't got to deal with the Bible. He's going to bring out the scripture in Ezekiel. Look, the Lord said he's going to put the laws in our inward hearts. So look, brother, we don't even need this no more. Throw it in the garbage.
First Timothy 4:1. Now the Spirit speaketh speedily that in the latter times some shall
Yeah, expressly. Read it again.
expressly that in the latter times shall some depart from the faith.
We're in the latter times right now, man. We're in the last days of the rulership of the so-called white man. Esau's kingdom.
That's right.
This is prophecy, man. You gotta understand something, dummy. These letters, first of all, man, see, I gotta prove a point. Hold what you I know you got something good, man. So I want you to hold it. I want you to get a scripture for me, man. Give me 1 Peter's, the first chapter and the first verse. Okay? You gotta understand something, man. This Bible is not for everybody. Now I know we've been saying that shit for years, right? And people say, okay, well that means that the Lord is only dealing with Israel. right? The Lord is only, am I right or wrong? That means the Lord is only dealing with the Israelites, right? So that means every single Israelite the Lord is dealing with, right? According to Yohanan and Nate. No. Amongst Israel, the Lord's only dealing with something. And then y'all know my favorite scripture, Matthew 13 and 9. We'll get around to that, but we'll put that in the back burner. You got 1 Peter, the first chapter, the first verse.
This is 1 Peter 1:1. Peter, an apostle of Yahweh Mashiach, to the strangers scattered throughout.
Stop. Who are the strangers? The Israelite foreigners. We already know that, right? That's talking about the Israelites that were mingled amongst the other nations. They were Israelites in the 12 tribes, but they were living in the land of the Greeks. They were living in the land of the Persians. They were living in the land of the Medes. They were living amongst the Romans, the Greeks. They were speaking Greek. They were wearing Greek garments. They were under the Greek philosophy. They were being faggots, lesbians, so on and so forth. Those are the people that Peter first went to by way of Cornelius. Then Paul was the guy that the Lord, Yahweh rose up to really get the job done, right? Because Peter was a part of the church at Jerusalem, or Yerushalayim in the Hebrew. Read on, brother. The strangers is talking about the Israelite foreigners. Those Israelites that were living in the other lands outside of Jerusalem that the Lord wanted to bring into the fold. All of them? No, man. Read on.
Scattered throughout Pontus, Galatia.
Those are all places in Greece, Rome. Those are all places within Rome or Greece. Right? Read on.
Cappadocia, Asia, Bithynia.
Asia, where's Asia? The land we know is Asia today. Certain parts of Asia where Moab dwells, so-called China, Vietnam, certain areas within that region. But Russia is also up in that, like Asia, the land mass you know is Russia and Asia, those land masses are connected, man. Read on.
And Bithynia. Elect.
Stop. Read that part again.
Elect.
Read that part again.
Elect.
It's all about the elect. It's all about the, hold that up, brother, for a second. Elect. So, the Lord is dealing with Israel, but he ain't dealing with all Israel, man. He is the elect. Read on.
According to the foreknowledge
Stop, you gotta read it a little slower, brother. Read that part again.
According to the foreknowledge.
According to the foreknowledge. What foreknowledge, man? What foreknowledge? See, that goes over you motherfuckers' heads. You monkeys out there that's down with Nick. And I'm not cursing out the brothers that know better. I'm cursing out you assholes that don't know better. See, a lot of you guys, man, you just lost, man. And you know who I'm talking to, man. I ain't talking about the brothers in GMS, because the brothers in GMS, you're supposed to know better. And if you don't know better, then you don't belong in GMS, right? That goes into St. John, the first chapter. Read it, I'll give you a clue. Read St. John, the first chapter, man, all right? If you read St. John, the first chapter, if the Spirit of the Lord is working with you, that's the precept to this, man. That explains it. Read St. John, not 1 John, St. John. St. John, the first chapter, 1 and 1. Read it, the whole chapter. That breaks down, and you get the whole understanding of that, man. Okay? That bubble, I know I cuss a lot, but I'm sorry. You can get it, but hold it on deck.
Hey, well, how could you talk about a guy who believes in mermaids without cursing?
Well, you want to know why, brother? You want to know why? Because Nate took his daughter to go see The Little Mermaid when it came out. He went to go see that. I'm sorry, I said Nate. Well, both of them.
Both of them.
That movie, The Little Mermaid, came out. So they said, look, I'm going to go take my daughter to see that movie. And they saw that movie, and they became mystified by that shit. They said, oh, shit. You know what, brother? There's something to this, man. So he came home from watching a little Disney's A Little Mermaid, and he called up another brother and said, look, I just took my daughter to go see The Little Mermaid. You know that nigga bubble out, his eyes was popping out of his head. And I think there's something to that shit, I think. For real, we got to go into this thing, man.
Yeah, the sirens.
Yeah, right.
They call them, in Greek mythology, they call them the
the sirens, man. And you talking about some goddamn mermaids with a goddamn Edomite on the phone, man. You a straight up asshole, man. you one of the worst type of asshole. Man, if this elder right here start talking about mermaids, man, I might have to send an email, man. Hey, what's going on?
Well, you know it's getting worse. The stuff that Jake is coming up with is getting worse. The stories we're hearing, like basketball, everything is getting worse. Everything is getting worse, so you know it's getting closer to the end.
Hey, well, you know what, brother? Basketball.
He was on to this dude Basketball Jones way back, man. Way back. I witnessed it. You witnessed it. He was on the Basketball Jones way back, man. A spirit jumped on this elder, and now you out of there, man.
You out of there.
And then you up there putting GMS in front of your name like you a part. You ain't a part of us, man. Like Jude, what that Jude verse 4 says?
Yeah.
You came in amongst us, but you went out from us, man.
Yeah.
That's also in 1 John, I believe.
And we told that nigga, we've been telling you for years you wasn't down with us. And then them brothers, which, hey, you know what, man? I'm mad at y'all, but I ain't gonna stay too mad, because, you know, you dudes are young. Then the dudes up in Albany where he was.
Yeah.
I told you assholes 2 years ago that dude wasn't right.
Yeah.
When he ran up there, I kept telling you dudes on the videos, man. But you know what? Brothers gotta learn to be more goddamn spiritual, man.
That's right.
When you give it, you gotta take heed to the advice, man. I kept telling you, dude, look, man, that nigga's a demon. He ain't right. You brothers in Albany, y'all gotta get rid of that nigga. And y'all kept him up there. And there you go.
And that's what happened.
So now you dudes want to make videos. Oh yeah, the elder McCall, and you gonna put me on the goddamn. I mean, you know, look, man, I ain't mad at you, bro. I am mad at you, but I'm over it.
Right.
You brothers, as long as you brothers are still doing the right thing, you know, I'm over the shit. You can't, you know, I ain't gonna browbeat you guys, man.
Right.
Y'all acknowledge it. Y'all say, yeah, Elder McCall told us. That's it. But no for next time, nigga.
Yeah.
Yo, man, you gotta wake up like Elder Todd said, man. You brothers, man, I'm gonna get on GMS for a second. You brothers in GMS, they gotta wake the fuck up, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
The nigga from Trinidad, you know, the Trinidadian
We
nigga.
talked about that today.
When that whole situation went down, you guys were sending this dude money, and the Elder Todd got mad at y'all, man. Cause you know what, man? He said, you know what, man? These guys in GMS, man, they're fucking stupid, man. You niggas, man. I'm talking about GMS, man. You guys, man, you brothers with goddamn common sense, man. Said, okay, look, man, okay, the first time, cool. First time's a charm, so to speak.
Right.
And I'll even give you the second time. But the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time, and then this nigga got his old lady calling your old lady, man. Come on, bro. Yeah, read, bro.
This is 1 Corinthians 6:1. Dare any of you having a matter against another go to law before unjust and not before the saints? Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters?
Yeah. So like Elder McCall said, you brothers should have had good sense, man. You know? Like we talked about it earlier, when they brought that to me, man, I saw right through that bullshit. There's another head. What'd you say? Get I won up there in Northern Cali. He saw through that shit too, man.
Oh, so, I said something real quick. I'm sorry, man. Hey, man, fuck this shit, man. I'm being at you, man. Hey, get one, brother. Listen, I'm talking to you. You gotta cut that fucking mohawk off your head, brother. I'm gonna come goddamn straight. Fuck all this playing around, man. I personally dig you, brother. I love you. It was brought to my attention by Elder Gabor. You wearing the goddamn mohawk, man. Brother, you know better than that shit, man. I'm talking to you, Cat I One. You gotta cut that fucking mohawk off your head. This wasn't wearing no goddamn mohawk, brother. Come on, man. That shit is off. We gotta get our shit together here, man. All of us.
Yeah, we're not spiritual fashionistas.
Okay? Ain't no brothers in GMS supposed to be wearing no fucking mohawks on their head, man. Ain't no brothers in GMS supposed to be having no kid and play high top fades on their head, man. And I know there was some of the brothers, I'm gonna come Chicago. I love you dudes. Some of you dudes, some of you guys, I put in the video, had high top fades, man. With the fucking lineups and all that.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
No, man. All this shit gotta stop, bro. all this shit got to cut.
Yeah, that shoe is dropping.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta get that shit together. Cause Yahweh Hashem Yahushua gonna start jacking dudes up, man. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel?
You could link that in with Ezekiel 9 and 4.
That's right.
Look what the Lord said, begin at my sanctuary.
That's right.
So look, man, the Lord is gonna start jacking up GMS first and foremost. So if niggas in GMS running around thinking they cloaking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and doing shit they ain't supposed to be doing, hey man, the Lord's gonna start dealing with us first. So all of us gotta be on our P's and Q's. Everybody gotta get their shit together, man. And you got dudes that's running around in this thing that's all disenchanted. A lot of you guys, look at us, we were getting on May. Now the Spirit led us back to GMS. A lot of you guys are disenchanted. You guys that's disenchanted, that's losing your faith, you're gonna fall by the wayside, man. I'm sorry, brother.
Nah, that's good point.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's all good, man.
Spirit is kind of, you know?
Speak on that real quick.
Yes, brother, come on
Not
up.
only are some of you guys disenchanted, a lot of you guys don't have no damn discipline. That's why you ain't got no wisdom. Okay? You read in the Wisdom of Solomon, the 6th chapter, it talks about the first part of getting wisdom is to have discipline, man.
That's right.
You ain't got no discipline to sit your ass down nowhere. You ain't got no discipline to cut bullshit out of your life. That's why you make terrible decisions.
Well, you lack faith.
Yeah.
You lack faith. See,
Yeah.
faith is what gives you discipline, man. See, we've been on faith heavy lately, man. We've been on faith heavy because that's really the crux. When the Lord came to Abraham, what is it that made Abraham righteous, man? The fact that he had faith, man. It wasn't because Abraham did something special. Because Abraham was living in the land of Ur among a bunch of pagans, man. A bunch of heathen. Even though he was a part of that bloodline, they were a bunch of heathens, man. But the Lord saw him. He said, man, this dude got a lot of faith, man. He said, go out of the land of Ur and go to this land. And then the scripture says, when you read in Hebrews chapter 11, he accounted it to Abraham for righteousness for having faith, man. So a lot of you guys don't have no faith, man. You learn this, put the camera on Elder Enoch. From elders like this, put the camera on Elder Ricard. You learn it from elders like this, and you were all happy. Then that rain started beating on the house. The rain came, the wind came, the storm came. Now all of a sudden you're losing faith. And now you can't stomach the elders no more.